Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken. Down right at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Being chased, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they? Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Detroit! Hey. Got three. Three down. Hot!
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Gone! Hot!
On second down, here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Hot!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 34.
Ready! Blue 45!
Mahomes going to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
on second down, it's Bell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third and long, it's Allen. And we'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
So. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 30 yards there. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Black 58 rail. Ace. So.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He'll return it from the 6. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now out come the Steelers. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the counter, here's Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Over. Gone. Hot. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Often on fire. You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a short gain here, down to the 22. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And he's got some space here. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. First down now, but that clock rolling. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Black 58 rail.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Detroit!
Allen now on first down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is Bell on the dump off. 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They come up in an offset eye. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Green 90.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the gun, it's Allen. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Here we go now.
Here's Allen. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Slow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ace!
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail. first down. Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, he shifts past him. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, a I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The give is to Bell. Bell sheds him off, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll go again with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, Allen goes underneath for Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A give to Bell, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Again, it's Bell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. We're back to see what happens after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here comes Kansas City. He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Mahomes. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
Left, 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 left.
Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.